Okay, in this lesson we're going to look at angle relationships in polygons. So all sorts of different number of sides. First one, it's triangle. All the angles inside a triangle have to add up to 180 degrees. The next one is a quadrilateral. Four-side shape. All the angles inside a quadrilateral must add up to 360 degrees. But what if they're not a triangle, a quadrilateral? What if we start to get into other polygons, octagons, pentagons, hexagons? Okay, how do we figure out what all those angles inside must add up to? Fortunately, there's a formula. The sum of all the interior angles are going to equal 180 degrees times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. So let's take an octagon. Octagon has 8 sides. Okay, so what all the interior angles have to add up to is 180 times n minus 2. So 180 times 8 minus 2, 180 times 6. Okay, so 180 times 6, 180 times 6 equals 1080 degrees. If I was to draw an octagon, 8 sides, all those angles inside the octagon are going to add up to 1080 degrees. Okay, so the formula is 180 times n minus 2. Let's do some examples. Find the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. So again, I can use the same formula, 180 times n minus 2. I want to put in n of 5, so it's going to equal 180 times 5 minus 2. 180, do my brackets first, times 3. 180 times 3 equals 540 degrees. Okay, so if I was to draw a pentagon, all 5 of those angles are going to add up to 540 degrees when I put them all together. Okay, so find the measure of each angle inside a regular 12-sided shape. Now, a regular shape means that all the angles inside of it are going to be equal. All the side lengths within that shape are also going to be equal. Okay, so like an equilateral triangle is a regular shape. A square where all the sides are the same length is a regular shape. A 12-sided shape where they're going to have all the same lengths is a regular 12-sided shape. So all the angles inside that are also going to be equal. Let's first figure out what the sum of all those angles are going to equal. So if I use my formula, 180 times 12 minus 2 for my n minus 2, 180 times 10 equals 1800 degrees. That is what all the angles inside this 12-sided shape must add up to. Now that I need to figure out what each of those individual angles are. So I had 1800 degrees, but I had 12 angles. So divided by 12 equals 150 degrees. So I have 12 angles that are 150 degrees. So each angle is 150 degrees. How many sides does a polygon have if all of its angles add up to 1800 degrees? Now we did figure this out in the previous example. We know it's going to be 12 sides, but let's prove it regardless. So in this case, again using my formula, 180 times n minus 2, it's n I want to solve for. Okay, n is my unknown. So I'm going to make 1800 equal to n minus 2. Now I want to solve for this n, which means I need to move this 180. It's multiplying right now, so I'm going to divide it over to the other side. 1800 divided by 180 equals n minus 2. That's going to give me 10 equals n minus 2. Now I want to move this minus 2, which means I'm going to plus 2 to both sides, which will leave me a 12 equals n. So I have 12-sided shape has the sum of all its angles being 1800 degrees. Okay, and you can use this to find, for different other values given as well. Okay, just use the formula and rearrange it to solve for n. Okay, so this lesson we found the angle relationships in polygons, not just triangles and quadrilaterals, where it have to add to 180 and 360 respectively, but other shapes as well using the formula 180 times n minus 2. Thank you very much.